the very first few minutes of class, first 5 to 10 minutes are really important. So you have bell ringers or warm-ups or whatever it is that you use, what works, what doesn't work. I'm going to share with you today what I think about both. Hi, I'm Robin Mellum. I'm a children's book author with Disney, Hyperion and HarperCollins, and I'm also a middle school teacher. I've created a writing program that focuses on 6 skills that we teach on repeat in our writer's workshop to get us ready for the blocks of time that we use for essays. So the beginning of class is super important. And I've been doing a lot of research on what works and what doesn't work. I mean, some of it is just my own research of what actually worked when I tried it. And then I was trying to get into the research behind what works as far as grammar and how do we get them to learn grammar and then use it in their own writing. How does that happen? So, over the past summer, I did finish my 10 video training that I made for you guys. And it was cool because it forced me to spend some time looking into the research behind how to teach grammar. And I finally settled on a routine over this past couple of years that is working for me. It's getting the results that I want. It's actually moving the needle. And that's what you want because when you have warm ups at the beginning of your class, it might take 5-10 minutes for them to do it. But if you think about 5 to 10 minutes multiplied by the number of days that you have in a year, you could possibly lose up to a whole month of instruction if that amount of time isn't actually moving them forward. If it's just sort of like getting you some time to do the attendance and all that, it's not really helping with their skills. There is a way to do both. And I used to do, and this is not to point anyone out or like, I'm not, I have no authority. This is what I used to do. You know, those cute things where you do alliterations where it's like Motivation Monday and something for the Tea for Tuesday and Word Wednesday and Thursday something. And I used to do that, but my kids were just, I don't know, like they didn't take it seriously and they messed around and I wasn't getting it. The work wasn't going anywhere. There wasn't anything in there that was actually helping them become better writers or learning grammar or anything like that. So I have settled on an agenda that could count, I guess, as a bell ringer, I would say, but I call it a question of the day. And then we move into the warm ups. It's 5 minutes long and it's 3 items that they do. And I'm going to go through the 3 and why I chose them. So I'm going to take you to my screen and show you what I do.
So let's start with my agenda slide when they come into the room. I'm actually going to make this bigger so you can see everything on here. I have the learning target, which I keep at whatever the one that we're working on. We work on these for a while, so I don't change these every day. It's the one for that particular quarter or something. That's how we do it. Anyway, down here on the left, my class jobs, and you'll notice that I do include my workshop captain and tech manager and things in there, but I also have student leaders for the rest of all the regular classes. So I always have someone read the agenda, someone does all the timing, all that kind of stuff. So it's really helpful to have them involved. It used to bother me to have to train them. So I'm like, I don't have time, but actually it's so much better. Agenda in the middle. And then this is what I'm going to show you over here on the right. It's the question of the day. And this brings them in and it's very quick and short. And it's like categories, except that the categories are really strange and stuff sometimes. And so they just have to write down a couple of them. And then I give them a second to share it with someone, but I make this really, really fast. And so this literally has to be done by the time class starts. So they would need to be in there almost early to do this. And when they're fun questions like that, that's the motivating thing that gets them to want to be in class on time to see what the weird categories question is going to be. Then we move straight into warm-ups. And if they miss the question of the day, oh, well, you need to get here on time. So here are the warm-ups. All right, these are called ELA 3 a day, and they do 3 tasks every single day for the entire year, and it's the same topic every time. So number 1 is sentence combining every Monday. Every day of the week. They're doing this first, and I start with some really simple compound sentences where they have to put the comma and the conjunction in their right spot. So I always tell them this one has to be perfect. And I do mine digitally. I put it up in ClassKick and I give them stickers as they're working that say perfect, a little trophy or something, and they try and get the trophy. Now, throughout the year, it then shifts into now here's a complex sentence, combine these, make it complex. And then I pull out, it's like gradual release. And through the year, I then give them just fragments or parts of a sentence. And then by the end of the year, I'm just giving them a topic and they have to write the compound sentence or the complex sentence. So it takes them all year to get this, but their skills grow so much and they can do a lot. You can do a lot with grammar, just talking about sentences, compounds, conjunctions, commas, all that kind of stuff, using their own warm-ups. The second thing they do every time is a test prep question. This is where I can get in all those language skills that I need to hit. And then it serves as like a formative assessment. So I can kind of see, well, this one I need to come back to. Some of them are ones that they get. And I'm like, okay, I don't need to spend that much time on this one. I can move on. It kind of gives you an idea of where you need to spend a little time. It also gives them test taking, experience so that you can talk about like, how do you eliminate one? What is it you need to be looking for? All that test prep stuff they need to do. The third one, super important. This is really important, is a quick write. They need to write every day and they need to write in a way that is they are experimenting. They need that. They need to not care about punctuation, all that. It's more about ideas. It's more about style. It's about voice. It's about getting it out. Trying all these different ways to do that. They absolutely love doing these quick writes because I always put really weird pictures and setups and stuff in there. So I'll kind of twirl you through here a little bit. So this is what the very first week looks like of what I do. A lot of it is animals, and then there might be something kind of fantasy based, strange, all that. So that is how I do my warm-ups. And I'm going to have some links below for you all. If you would like that agenda, I can give you the blank one and put in there whatever you want. That's below, so you can find a link to that and a link to these warm-ups. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.